Hi guys, just a quick update of what I'm up to with the Rose engine. I've decided to double up with the platform that supports the pillars. I'd mounted it on, and I'd mounted the crossbar that supports the holder for the rubber, and there was getting a bit of there's quite a lot of weight in these now, so I was getting quite a bit of deflection with them, which is something I don't want. I want the rubber to stay absolutely solid. So I've decided to just move that. I've decided to double up on the thickness of that platform. At the moment I've got two 6mm bolts going through. I may put another two through, and maybe one in the middle. But I've drilled some mounting holes in the bike. Those go through both thicknesses, and I've just been drilling and tapping the holes. I'd already done this one. That's a 10mm, that's the original one that I put in to mount them on, and I've just put another three 8mm ones through. So I'm hoping now that those holes in this will line up with the holes that have been tapped, that I've just drilled and tapped. So I've got a bit of play with them, so I'm hoping those will line up. I'm going to put the 10mm one in first of all, which I know lines up with them, and then see if the other three correspond to the holes. But with doubling up and having a platform now at the bottom, I thought that would be an ideal place to mount the electrics that I've got for the drive system. The transformer will go in there, and the control box. And then I was thinking of putting an additional piece on. I may do it in aluminium, I may do it in brass. I was thinking I could mount the control for the speed control and direction onto that, so all the electrics will be housed nicely out of the way and all together. I don't think this piece is quite wide enough with that control. I've not measured it yet, but it may be, I don't know, I'll have to see. But I could mount that in there. Fortunately, I've not measured it. It's just a piece that I knocked up originally to do a test run on one of these plinths, but just seems to be a nice fit. But as I say, it may not be wide enough. That I may have to cast another piece and put that in, but then I could bolt it through top and bottom so it'll be solid. I think that will also help to strengthen up the platform, make it a bit more rigid. Right, let's see if these holes that I've drilled line up. One other thing, I've just machined the miped sign off the bed. It was just a bit proud, so with a single piece I could afford to leave that on, but with making it slightly wider now I've had to take that miped sign off, but that's no big deal. Okay guys, I've mounted that up and I think that'll be ideal for keeping all the electrics in. The piece of aluminium that I tried previously, it just fits into that gap and I could bolt it down through the top and bottom, but unfortunately it's not quite wide enough to house those, so I think I may have to, well I will have to cast another piece, but instead of aluminium I might do that in brass. Keep as much brass as possible, but all the electrics will fit into this shelf now. At some stage I need some mechanism that keeps the tension onto the rubber. As the rosettes go around, the rubber pushes the headstock to the right, and then as the rubber hits one of the lowest spots on the rosette, I need some form of mechanism that brings the headstock back into touch with it. So what I was thinking, I've got this piece of bar, I could mount that onto the top of the headstock there, and then I've got these two springs that would keep the tension on. And then what I was thinking of, I've got this piece of plate, mount that onto this side of the laid bed, similar setup that I've got to this piece at the front, mount that onto the laid bed, and then the springs would sit onto that, and then this return bar would go onto there. The only problem I can see with that, if at some stage I decide to make the headstock into a pumping action, I know it doesn't move a great deal, but that sideways movement, would those springs allow for that? But that's something to worry about in the future. Moving on to the rosettes. This is a resin one that I cast about a week ago now, and these will be mounted onto the spindle. And what I was thinking of doing, I'll need to run a keyway down this spindle. This whole pulley wheel will be coming off. This is what was on when it was a wood lathe. This will come off, and then if I machine a keyway onto that and put a key in it, and then what I was thinking of doing is casting some aluminium round stock and bolt that onto the resin, and then machine a keyway into the aluminium rather than having the pressure being put onto the resin. I'm not sure. I think there is a keyway already in that was put on for the pulley wheel, but it doesn't run the full length, so I need to take this up and mount it up and run a keyway down through that shaft. But that's the plan with those guys. I'm not sure if it'll need a plate on either side. Maybe just one will be sufficient. So that's where I'm up to, guys. Still a long way to go. I hope you're not getting fed up with it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Just before I go, guys, I thought I'd show you this. I picked this up off Amazon the other day. It's this linear tracking system. Yeah, the engraving tool that is used is there's only thumb pressure that's applied to it, So what I was thinking of, I could mount this on top of the cross slide, and then machine a tool holder that will bolt onto these 4 holes, and then the it's just operated by your thumb. So yeah, I think it was about £6 or £7 off Amazon. Nifty little thing. Right guys, I am going now. See you later.